Hey, it's Brian Bassett here again with your Week 4 Jets translations after a tough 38-13 Jets loss. First up, Rex Ryan is a little shocked with his team's performance. Watch this.
Never expected for the game to turn out like this. Certainly, a shock. So I don't know what else to say.
Translation, when you're going to put your quarterback in a situation as much as the Jets did to try and win the game, that's going to be what you're going to get. I think he's shocked because he didn't expect Geno to need to be in that kind of a situation. Still, Geno's looking up. He's trying to think about things to get better at. Watch him talk here to the press.
Me in particular, put the ball on the ground way too many times. It's something that, I keep stressing I got to improve, but, it's got to happen eventually, one of these games.
Translation, be patient with me, New York. He wants to progress. He needs to progress. He knows he's got to progress. Certainly, he's been to the Mark Sanchez finishing school for young quarterbacks, but you know what? I think we've seen some of the flash there. Give it a little bit more time. Let's not start talking about Matt Sims just yet. Next, Antonio Cromartie knows that what happens on Sunday is an outworking of what happens during the week. Watch him address some questions on the penalties here.
We can't have the penalties, and you got to take more pride in that. And that starts in practice.
First off, I love the way that hat looks. That looks very nice. Second, translation, there are no off days. You know what I mean? He obviously wasn't. Maybe he wasn't pleased with what he saw from the team during the week in practice, and so if it starts in the week, they got to make it translate. Maybe we'll have some tough plays from Antonio this weekend or this week. Talking about there's no crying in football. Last up, Willie Colon practices his conversational French. Watch this.
We're 2-2. That's it. We're not excuse my French. We're not 2-8. It's 2-2. And we got a tough opponent coming ahead of us. So I'm not about to just tuck my tail and fold it in. And I don't think anybody in this locker room is.
Translation: Qu'est-ce que c'est 2-2? Translation: Don't throw dirt on our graves just yet. As he said, hey, the team's 2-2. It's been a bumpy way that the team got there. There's elements that we've seen, whether it's the defense or the offensive line. There's parts of this team that are good, and they just need to put it together. But they better put it together quick. The Falcons are up next Monday night. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next week.